Hey YouTube, this is Trains and Destinations, and today I'm going to do a quick unboxing of this camera. This is the Canon PowerShot ELPH, or ELP, I guess, ELP 180. Now this is a very basic and very cheap video camera, so it's mainly a pocket video camera that also takes videos, and I got this guy at Best Buy for $109. Normally it costs $120, but I did get a price match because on Amazon right now these are selling for $109 brand new. And so on the outside of the box it's really almost nothing. Very basic. It tells you some of the features. So this has a 20 megapixel sensor as well as a 28mm wide lens and a 8x or 8 times optical zoom. So you can see from the picture that you can pretty much hold this thing either landscape or horizontal. Yeah, landscape or horizontal. Vertical, yeah, landscape or vertical. And so anyway, let's go into the unboxing. So once you open up the little box here, you're first presented by some Canon paperwork, which we don't need. And then inside the bubble wrap we have the camera itself, and then underneath we have what looks to be more paperwork, setup guide pretty much. Yeah, so that's a warranty guide and that's your setup guide. And then we got a charger, got a lanyard or strap, more paperwork, and your battery. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at some of these components. So first take a look here at the camera. So it's wrapped in bubble wrap as well as this little film, and there it is, the Canon PowerShot. And it's a nice silver color. It is very lightweight and it's all made out of plastic, but it still nevertheless has a pretty solid feel to it. And if we flip over to the screen side, as you can see, the controls look pretty simple. This looks to be your playback button, record button if you're going to take a video, and then your various camera settings. This looks to be your flash, trash button, as well as your general menu button. Then at the top you have your on-off button. This is your clicker to take a picture, and then this little slider here controls the optical zoom. And if you look down here at the bottom, you got your mount for a tripod, and inside here, if you open that up, you got your slot to put your battery in, as well as a slot to put in an SD card. So this does take a full-size SD card. It's not micro SD card, and I think it supports up to 256 gigabytes. I'm not exactly sure, but when you do get one of these, it does not include that in the box. You have to get that yourself. And I do believe it does support 256 gigs, but I'm not exactly sure, so don't think that that's 100% accurate, because I frankly don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's 256. And then over here is a slot to put your lanyard, and if you open it up, as you can see, there's a little connector which you can use to plug into a TV or laptop, and I believe this is a connector for HDMI. Now it doesn't come with the connector in the box, but you can buy it separately, so you can view it again via HDMI on a TV or in a laptop. And of course here's your lens. Again, it has an 8x optical zoom. But for your main connectivity, you're going to be using the SD card, as you can see. And just to compare it to one of its competitors, I did buy, though I did make a video on it, this guy. So this is the Sony WSC800. Yeah, that's the name of it. It's the Sony WSC800, which is essentially the competitor to the Canon PowerShot. Now if you take a look, they're practically the same size. The Sony's a little bit taller, but as you can see, they are very, very similar. Extremely similar. Yeah, it's the Sony CyberShot WSC800. And I mean, as you can see, very similar look. You got your flash there, you got a lens, That being said, though, the Sony only has a 5x optical zoom, so the Canon does beat out the Sony there. Though I would say, though, in terms of design, I think the Sony looks nicer and also feels nicer. It's a little bit heavier, and it feels more high quality than the Canon. And if you look at the back controls, they're very similar. You got essentially a little row of controls right here, menu button, record, and then this here controls your zoom. And up top is just your shutter button and the on-off. So pretty similar. I don't think I'm going to do a comparison video. I actually bought the PowerShot because I've been using the Sony for a little bit, and honestly I haven't been too impressed by its quality. So that's why I bought the Canon, just to try it out. Now, that being said, when it comes to the video side, both of these are not that great. The Canon only supports 720p video at 30 frames per second, same as the Sony. And so mainly you would get this only because you don't have the money to get anything more expensive, or because you just want something cheap. You either have a tight budget, or you just want it because of the size, or you want it because you're primarily going to be using this to take pictures. And so that's basically why you would get something like this. And in terms of when it came out, this is a bit old. I think it came out in 2016 originally, but it's still sold brand new. And it does have pretty good reviews. It's rated at 4.4 out of 5 on Best Buy. So I'll see whether that rating is accurate or not. But anyway, let's take a quick look at other accessories. So here we have our battery. And if we take the battery out, this is 680 milliamp hours. And let's just compare that to the Sony real quick. Get the battery out of there. The Sony battery is 600 milliamps. So the Canon actually has a bigger battery, 680 compared to 600. And as you can see, the batteries are about the same size, but the Canon does have a larger capacity. So another advantage for the Canon. So I mean, if I were to do a little comparison, I would say the Sony definitely has better build quality. So for example, when I open the door, it's spring loaded. So as you can see, the door comes out, it feels nice and sturdy, very smooth opening. Whereas with the Canon, it takes a little more force to open it, and it's not spring loaded. And as you can see, it's a little more loose, a little more jiggly. So I mean, if I were to do a quick comparison, I would say that the Sony definitely has better build quality. But the Canon, though, the Canon has an 8x versus 5x optical zoom, and the Canon also has a slightly larger battery. So, you know, a bit of a toss-up, but really it comes down to the quality. I'm particularly not impressed by the Sony's quality, so I'll see how the Canon does. Ooh, let's wait for this to zoom. Let's wait for this to there we go. It's focused a little. Anyway, let's take a look at another accessory of the Canon, which is the battery. So because it has an external battery, it does have this external charger. And I do like the design of it. And so as you can see, you kind of put your battery in here, and then on the back there is a fold-out plug. So you don't have to worry about any external cables. This just plugs directly into a wall outlet, and so you can charge the battery for the Canon. And I think that's better than the Sony, because I think with the Sony, it does have a very similar charger, but the brick connects to an external USB cable, so a little less convenient. So as you can see, both of these cameras have their pluses and minuses, but you know, this isn't really a comparison video. I just wanted to do a quick unboxing of this, the Canon PowerShot ELPH or ELPH 180, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.